right, so here we are, Sprocket. People like the tank design, and I'm joined today by the Legion's favorite cop, Deputy. Say hi.
Howdy.
Yes, you are indeed the Legion's favorite law enforcement person. We have a few, though.
I was favorite and only for quite a while, though.
Yeah, now we got other cops. It's kind of fun. We got all sorts in the Legion. We got emergency responders, cops, soldiers, hippies, everything. It's kind of neat. So let's go do one of these scenarios. Now, I did the silent border thing, and the next one is the railway, which I've made it that far. I've made it through the silent border thing, and I just basically made a giant armored sausage.
Okay. Yeah. I think you showed me the battering ram.
It's simple, really. All you have to do is go forward. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to figure out what is the maximum tonnage for this mission. That is the first thing I do, and then I work backward from that. So, okay, 90 tons. And my objective is win the battle. Okay. Yep. All right, so winning is half the battle, and the other half is probably just violence. I'm guessing by volume, you know? Oh, man.
You know, if you don't build a single monstrous thing, it gives you tons of them.
That's fair. I mean, so what are you saying? I should build cheap, shitty tanks for this mission?
You could.
Oh, okay. All right. So, ooh. You're a looker. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to see how many of these I could fit on.
It's cold out.
Yeah, well, that's fair. And I also want to see how many of these I can fit on a train car. You know, I'm trying to think logistically here.
I bet they'd stack on top of each other.
You know, it's like Legos, right? Looks like
we did that with Jeeps when we were transporting them.
That's fair. All right, so let's go with that. Yeah, we'll go with a fat, short... No, wait, what? All right, so we're going to go with a small guy.
It's because you have too many crew members.
Too many crew. All right, so let's do what we normally do, which is... all right, so there's an officer or a commander, right, in the turret. Mm-hmm. And he's in the turret. And the commander, he runs the gun and everything else, and then he has a guy he yells at. That's his job.
He's an officer.
Yeah, he's the driver, and he also is on the radio. So, and the driver has only 3/4 the space the main man does. So I think that's properly class warfare there. I mean, this would be a British tank. It'd be like, well, the driver, you understand, he, the man, as it were, the man with his work will do the work, of course, and then the officer will step in.
Naturally.
Very British. All right, so here we go. We're gonna put some things there. You know what's funny is if you say this to British officers, some get really mad and some just nod and go, "Well, yes."
Yeah, it depends. They either laugh or they give you that look.
Yeah, they give you the look that they're like, "You've been talking to my men." I don't like this. I don't know what a Rupert is, but they call me that all the time. I think it's an affection. Oh, God. All right, so what?
All gun.
All gun. All right, so we're basically...
Oh, you can adjust the size of the mantlets?
Yeah, hold shift and roll the mouse wheel.
Oh, man. I have not been doing that.
So you've just been putting the biggest honking thing you can on everything?
It has, yes.
My
tiny single crewman designs can now become even smaller.
That is the worst fucking thing. Because, all right, the World War I tank you made is the very busy gunner. It's one guy in there with, what is it? He's the
driver, he's the gunner, he's the loader, he's the radio operator, and the commander. And the tank is as tall as your average desk. So he's lying supine doing all of these things. That's why it takes him 37 seconds to load the meter-long shell into the 50-millimeter gun.
Yeah. So it looks like if I... God, that is dumb. I hate it. I hate that you've done this. I'm not happy this exists. Let's go there. I don't like that there's one man who's very busily in the dark like bent over and banging on all the pipes, and he's just like, I hope I don't die today when I drop one of these 90 mil shells on my feet. And
he can't reach his feet.
That's fair.
I did give him 2 escape hatches, but he can't reach either of those either.
I think the escape
hatches, just for
optimism. Yeah, I think it's more like a cork. You know, it's just like they knock it in and you're not getting it out from the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate this.
No, I built that because I could build like 7 of them, and I could just stack them up in the trench until I had my own bridge to drive the last 2 or 3 over.
I hate the fact that it actually fit in the trench. Like that was one of my big sticking points with it. It was just like, why are you doing this?
If I could have figured out the random engine fires which suffocated the crew, I'd have been golden.
Yeah, the random engine fires which suffocated the crew. Now, I don't think they were random. I think that you didn't set the governor right. I think that's probably what happened. And then I think that as they burst into flames, you were like, oh, how terrible. And then you said, send in the next one. I think that's what happened.
100%.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I know the same person, because I know that in the military-industrial like affairs world, you're like, oh, as teething troubles, and it's like, you didn't test this at all, did you? Teething troubles.
No. Testing costs money.
Testing costs money, and lives are cheap. So if your men can figure it out by just doing it and flipping switches, I think that's acceptable these days.
It is. The commander's got negative 26 efficiency.
What?
That's wonderful.
That's crazy. So
2 machine guns for the driver.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna have like an idea.
1 for each hand.
No, I thought of something even more cursed. Okay, the driver's stick is a giant Y that's connected to these 2 machine guns that track where you turn the driver's stick like a red wagon. so the light,
there's a button on either side of the Y, so you
exactly.
can fire each alternately.
Right. So that's my idea. It's not the smartest thing in the world, but it makes me happy. So this is the Beeple Armaments Corporation, my own joke on Vickers Armstrong Whitworth. Beeple Blitz. I think that's a good name for it.
That's a wonderful name.
The Beeple Blitz.
Beeple, we're the tank people.
See, I think that because we did Beeple the video game people for the game dev simulator, and we came up with like, oh, I love the World War I camo. But we did games like Laser Tits and stuff like that, and everyone was giggling. I mean, Cookie drew a fucking hilarious like Laser Tits box art. It was just like a pair of tits shooting lasers. I mean, it was great. And then it became the automation game thing where we had Beeple Motors, and we were like, who needs $2,000 in or 2,000 horsepower in a grocery getter? And Beeple Motors. So we made all sorts of really fun cursed things in the BPL.
All we're doing is the GM thing and diversifying.
Yeah, we're diversifying to get out of building stuff. So you know what? This is 22 tons. This isn't bad. I mean, I'm looking at the armor and the ammo. Okay, the gun needs work. It's a 75 mil. I think I want to bump that up to a meter shell at least. And then I want to, on the gun mount, okay, the torque is max. And then I guess I can bump up the right there. Right there should be good. I mean, that's a decent round. That's a decent everything. Yeah. All right, let's go try this thing. The Beeple Blitz. Did we make a competent tank?
That remains to be seen. Did you put any armor on it?
It's got some. I found some.
You found some? Yeah.
I found it at the
Ditch armor is the best kind.
I found some at the armor store. It's where I go for all my armor needs. Also, it's not turning very well. Oh dear. Oh, it appears that they are quite content to yeah, okay. That's not good. 18-second reload. Okay, I have not thought this through. Yeah, it's like, hey, can you hand me the base for the shell, please? Oh, I'm dead. All right, so these tanks are not that great.
Dead.
Yeah, we're not that great there. The Beeple Blitz, as it turns out. Oh, okay. All right,
So
we learned
we need to tweak the steering. Do you need all of that ammo in the hole, or do you want it all in the turret?
You know, I really want to be part of this turret flipping thing I've heard so much about. So let's do that. And then we'll put more armor?
Yeah, I think replace that weight with armor.
I mean, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
There we go. The roof, yeah, so we've got an armored box now. The turret is... Oh, I see. It's mild steel. That's why we're in trouble. That explains a lot. That explains why this went right through. It's almost like it's not even impervious.
That Syrian Civil War level of armor.
Well,
it looks real imposing.
You know, I still want to know what happened. I'd heard stories, but I want to know what happened with the technical truck that had the pirate gun on it. I want to know what became of that.
Oh, yeah, the cannon?
I want to know what became of that. That's too fucking cool. And I also want to know what happened, because I'd heard he got shot down, but the bravest man in the world, I want to salute him. I want to know who drove that fucking MiG-23.
That MiG?
Yeah, made out of 5 MiGs. I want to know who that guy was, and I want to shake his hand. And if he's dead, I want to invoke his name as a name of wonder and glory. The man who said, fuck it, I will do Flight of the Phoenix, but with a supersonic airplane and for real, in a war zone.
So... one of our deputies retired, and he now works part-time at a city department near us because he's bored. But he sued somebody and made off with an out-of-court settlement, and now his hobby is to buy crashed Cessnas and try to make a whole Cessna out of the piles that are left.
Oh, so he just buys plane wrecks and is like, haha.
Yeah, he doesn't have a pilot's license.
Oh, you know... So, oh, by the way, we've got Cromwell's coming in, and the Beeple Blitz is now with armor, believe it or not. Like, the armored version of them has proved quite useful.
The previous was the Polish export model. This is now the Kriegs model.
Yeah, but think about it. I mean, the Beeple Blitz is a great fucking tank idea. That looks a little heavier. That looks a little... Well, okay, that didn't go through. Well, he can't get through me.
Yeah, no, I mean... So. We've done the the British Vickers export tank. What was that one?
Oh, the Vickers Type B medium, where everyone
wound up all over Asia.
Yeah, and well,
oh holy shit, we won,
dude! All we had to do was use armor. Like, what's with that? That's cheating. All right, so this next mission, I don't know what it's called, but it appears we're on a road. So we need a speed tank, I think. Speed tank. It's a lesser known tank. I just need to see what my limit is on everything. 80 tons? Okay, 75 tons. I need to make a speed tank. I need to make a speedy boy. And I was thinking on that earlier idea we had, what if tank was flat? You know? Like
the pancake tank?
I think the pancake tank is something that the enemy is going to go, why? And we're going to go...
We're getting all Swedish on this shit.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You know what movie I saw the other night that was actually really decent? And I think that people need to know that this is actually decent, is I saw GoldenEye again. And I was like, that's what a Bond movie should be. Because I saw the most recent one, and I was like, that is not what a Bond movie should be.
I didn't see the most recent one, but I've always thought that The Rock was a very good Bond movie.
The Rock, yeah, it was, actually. That's a great Bond movie. You're not wrong. The thing is that, like, GoldenEye was a good Bond movie because it was like, oh, we're addressing the fall of the Soviet Union. What are these people like? What's this change of the guard like? And then I loved Skyfall. I thought Skyfall was fucking great because it shows that, like, hey, maybe we've made some monsters along the way, and maybe the worst people we have to worry about are the people we trained, because they could potentially be, like, very well-trained psychopaths, and they address that. And I'm like, oh, cool themes, cool bad guy. Javier Bardem, like, rocks that shit, and he's amazing at it.
He's wonderful in nearly everything he's ever done, and I say nearly because I've not seen his entire filmography.
I will say
he was terrifying in No Country for Old Men.
I would say this, like, a lot of people think cops don't like that movie, and I'm like, every cop I've talked to has said, yes, I love that movie, because it reminds them of somebody they've locked up, and they're like, oh yeah, there's people like that everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the character because it was...
Well, and it's...
Go ahead.
I loved his character, and I liked Tommy Lee Jones' character because he's the quintessential American law enforcement officer in appearance, but he's fairly timid. He's apprehensive to face this monster that is Javier Bardem's character. He just leaves a path of destruction across Texas.
Yeah. And
oh, yeah, big wheel.
Yeah, big wheel. Big wheel for speed. Now, yeah, but I mean, I'm with you. I think that his character is interesting because he's the last of that old school law enforcement. The aw shucks, don't draw your gun, don't raise trouble.
And it's, in a way, a story about the end of that era of law enforcement in this country.
Well, I love the story at the end where he speaks with his uncle, and he goes on and says, this is no country for old men. All right, we're gonna do Thin Boys. This is gonna be great, dude. This is gonna be a speed tank. People don't think you can make a speed tank, but speed tank like a GT tank is absolutely doable. And the reason I know this is because as a kid I played a lot of rock and roll racing. That was an
yeah, rock and roll racing.
Yeah. I can.
So that's a blast from the past. And then the Legion just reminded me that Bloody Roar was a game that existed.
That's the thing about the Legion is people are like, hey, remember this game? And I'm like, yeah. And then you're like, nostalgia pains. Like, I remember playing a lot of that. And I'll say the new Diablo's been nice, though they're starting to do QOL stuff for it. And I'm not sure where I want that to be because I feel very nervous when they're just like, oh yeah, we're going to do all this quality of life stuff in Diablo. And I'm like, okay, but...
What quality of life stuff is there to do in Diablo 2, though?
They're thinking about adding a action bar to make it more like Path of Exile. And I'm just going like, all right, guys. Remember some years ago, there was a lady, and she saw this old painting called Ecce Homo, Behold the Man. And she said... I want to fix this old painting, and it is within my power to do so. And the admiration of the one from someone who has done conservator work is great in theory. The execution is where I took most of my issue. And so the lady made this ancient painting into a blob. And she did that, and everyone was like, oh, that's hilarious.
He's a potato now, but he's a very, very holy potato.
Right. And so I look at that and I'm like, So when it comes to games and so on, the people will just go like, no, I can do this. I know the formula. You can trust me. And I go, I don't know about that.
It's like when somebody says they've improved their 1911 and there's nick marks on the grip screws. You're like, if you can't run a screwdriver, I don't trust you with any of this. What about one giant taillight instead?
One giant taillight? Okay. All right. I'm down.
Just centered vertically.
You got it.
The guy's blinded. His retinas burn.
All right. So
when he sees it from behind.
This is as big as you can make it. Just one.
Oh.
I love that it's just a right-hand light that they've reused. Like whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to need all these to pull the tracks off because they are going to fly off this thing at speed. I'm not.
What about a very tiny unditching log?
A very tiny one? Just, okay.
Yeah, absolutely useless. Yeah.
All right, so there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's our log plus TM. Oh yeah, here's the tank phone. I'm going to make this to where you have to stand right next to the wheel.
Walk behind it.
Yeah, I want this to be unpleasant. I want people to not bother the tank crew. Hold on, let's see what I can do to make that a little bit more interesting for the people.
Most well known for detracking when various infantrymen get caught in the track.
Yeah, and it happens, you know. I mean, nothing's perfect. Things happen, right?
Yeah. You know, it just happens sometimes.
Just sometimes. It's not the end of the world. Now, here's where the exhaust is going to be.
Oh, yes.
There, use the phone. Use the phone.
Yeah, the cord's about an inch long.
Yeah, just sit there and suck in exhaust. I'm going to put this over here. No, I'll put this dead center. You got your nice little engine hatch.
I'm getting a phone call. Give me a second.
Sure. So, yeah, this is going to be great. Let's put some fenders on. No, that's not liking that at all. All right. Suspension, I'm not even going to fuck with it. I need the engine to be decent. We've got a fucking howitzer, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give...
Now you're throwing footballs at people.
Oh, yeah. And I'm giving everyone lots and lots of room because I want them to be happy. And this is a tank that is all about happy. I'm going to paint it like this because I want the enemy to look at it at a distance and be like, what is that? Or even worse, this. Yeah, just I want them to look at an aerial shot and be like, is that a school bus sized, like, cucumber? What's their deal? All right, so what else do I need? Oh, yeah, the engine. It needs to be not crap.
Yes.
Which is probably going to be a problem, but we'll figure it out. So that's as big as...
there's no replacement for displacement.
I agree. I absolutely think that's fantastic. All right, so let's do 4,200 and knock it right under, but this thing's just going to tack like a motherfucker. All right, so there we go. It's average. All right, so this has no advanced armor or anything on it. Now, if this doesn't work well and people hate it, I'll just have to make... What's our objective? I don't know. Oh, look at this horrible thing.
No, that is wonderful. It looks like a G.I. Joe tank.
It does. Well, the G.I. Joe tank, the tracks would be slapping around and doing a rotation at the end of the ratchet, you know? So it'd be like, you'd constantly be slapping new feet down.
Yeah. Gotta slap them feet.
Where is he?
There's tigers in them there hills.
I don't like that man right there. I won't make him go away. Okay, that is a very slow round. That is a very slow round. It's like I need to set up a laundry line to bring it to them. Hold on. It's a flying dustbin. Oh, God. All right, elevating. This thing's a howitzer.
Can you elevate high enough for this to work?
We shall see.
Or do you need to park on the reverse slope?
Okay. I think I've got the range right. This is like naval artillery. All right, flood the blister. Bring the deck up. Fuck it, I'll drive it closer.
You're somewhere around there, yeah.
They seem to not be able to hit me because I'm too low.
Did you see that the Army's testing that weird little G.I. Joe tank, the Ripsaw?
Oh yeah, oh no, a log.
Did you just high-centered on quick, the unditching stick.
Yeah. You get out of the hatch with that tiny little stick and you push the tree. I love that it just makes this horrible ticking sound as it spins. All right, so we'd made some mistakes. Now, here's where I think we made the mistakes, and it's very, very simple. It's very simple.
It's clearly the camouflage.
It's clearly the camouflage. Actually, I'm gonna put a tiny V8 in there, and I'm just gonna work it to death. All right, so let's see. Let's make this a 0.2 liter per cylinder, I think, and we'll make the RPM, the idle, at like, I don't know, 15 hundo, and then we'll set the target max to like what, 6,500.
6K.
Yeah, and then target minimum. Let's say we'll get on the power at 2,500, and we'll say power at 6,000, and that's 98 horsepower for a tiny engine. Severely underpowered. All right, now I need to...
I think we need to rework this cannon.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's do let's do
The hypersonic potato.
yeah, let's do 40 millimeter and with a meter .2 shell, and we'll just yeah, this will be dumb. This will be great though. All right, so then I do that, and oh god, yeah. So I can oh. What a,
Oh yeah.
yeah, all right, so I'm going to need a counterweight on this that has to be like 4 tons in order to move it. That's not going to work. I need to have that. Oh no, that would be also very shit. Just, but look, it's a tiny bore on the inside, so
6 meters or 6 millimeters of penetration. It goes 41 meters a second.
I'm going to do a 69 because that's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice.
I think that's going to be pretty nice, and I think that's about sweet right there. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to go into the armor. It's all going to be made up with armor. I don't have room for more engine. Only more armor.
I'm good with that.
It's a 100 millimeter box all the way around.
So what is our tank's name? Oh,
no, there we go.
Got to do 75. Yeah.
Yeah,
because we never named it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be.
It's the Beeple boxcar.
Beeple boxcar. Yeah, see there you go, and it's a good tank. It's good enough. Oh yeah. So we up armored it a little bit as this Dr. Seuss shaped machine goes to war. Don't make me get the poking stick.
Is that max speed?
That is me flooring it. This is like a train. It's going to take some time to get up to speed. However, that's going to be ruined when I try to stop it. There we go. Look at that turning. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. All right, forward.
Oh, we need road pads on this. It's not getting good traction on the road.
That's fair. We need to change that out. We need to change out the ground to make... Okay, let's see. Track segments. Ooh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll make them thicker. There we go. Now that looks really dumb. Now let's go.
Damn, he's thick.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, that's going to take some poor conscript's arm off.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is fantastic. Remember, if at first you don't succeed, build a giant box and put a gun in it. All right, hold on. I have to try to see where this guy is actually shooting at me from. I think I see a tank over to the right as well. Stand by. We are switching meter-long shells. 69. Okay, that's over.
Yeah, very flat shooting.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a giant fucking gun. Okay, that's a hit.
But was it a kill?
No.
Nope.
No. He's... Oh, yeah, I'm seeing the muzzle of that. I think he's held down. Yeah, it's bouncing. I must get closer.
Are you firing HE or AP at him?
I was shooting AP at him, but I just see sparks. So, I mean, yeah, if he wants to shoot back, that's not gonna work, probably, either. I mean, this reminds me of the T-28 and then the T-29... No, the T-28 and then the T-95 prototypes. Where it's just, big box. Well, it's not that fast. Add more tread. It's even bigger. Okay, forget about it. It never existed.
I so want them to add the capability to do multi-turret.
Absolutely.
And build some straight T-35 monstrosities.
T-35, the weird German prototype medium propaganda tank they whipped out in Norway. That one that had like 8 Panzer I turrets, more like 4, but you see a lot of weird interwar shit. I mean, I want to make a Vickers independent. I want to make all sorts of bonkers, and I want to have my machine guns do stuff, but I don't think that they probably...
Oh yeah, infantry in this, you've got to gun down the bazooka team and shit like that would be wonderful.
Not only that, but World War I. Imagine trying to pull up to a trench and sweep it with your machine gun sponsons, and they might have, you know, a flamethrower.
Yeah, or just pound enough 303 on the side that you kill your crew with spall.
Or even worse, a fuel line ruptures because someone threw enough grenades at the side and that hot fuel line hits an engine block. Alright, so it looks like I've been defeated by a mild depression, much like real life, except it's a major depression. So here's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna just, I need more engine. There's no other way around it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens is spring comes, the air gets rife with the noise of birds and all the things turn green. And that's when you realize that the depression wasn't seasonal.
Yeah, no, you're right on the money. I find a lot of people that are just like, oh, it's seasonal depression. I'm like, well, how's it working the rest of the year? And they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, brother, man, I feel you. It's
right
just,
there with you, man.
yeah, it's like, okay, you know what I can do? I know how to get more engine in here, and we have to use the old ways. We have to use the old ways. All right, so the commander is also the gunner and everything, and then the other guy handles the driving and the radio. Also, the driving and radio man, he's only going to get like 0.8 of a meter. He doesn't need the full meter. He's the help.
He doesn't. He's only doing 2 jobs, yeah.
He's the help.
You don't give enlisted men space.
What will
That's
they do
how you
with
get, uppity things like they want a toaster in their barracks.
That's outrageous. That's outrageous. They might demand flavors of food next. All right, so apparently this makes it all better. So, oh, look at this.
Wouldn't let you have a toaster in the barracks because you'll start a fire. So instead, you did all your cooking on the iron.
Dude, this thing's great now.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All I needed was less people.
Loads better.
All I needed was less people. As it turns out, the secret is just be heartless.
It even floats a little bit coming over the rises.
Yeah, it's nice. And I mean, if they want to shoot me, they're welcome, but it seems to be having not the effect they intended.
Your Pack 37 shells do nothing.
Yeah, I say that, and then I'll have one go right through me.
You could hold down on this little rise.
No. Only speed. The Beeple boxcar is not a tank for the frail or the cowardice of others. It is for the killing of this king tiger. Or not.
Oh,
that is huge. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, no wonder we were just bouncing shells off of it from way back there.
Yeah, so I got stuck on the king tiger, and I got immobilized. So no wonder we were
and
fucked.
He's now detracked you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
we're fighting a king tiger, so this changes things a little bit.
Capture the crossroads. Okay, fine. Let's go capture the crossroads. I know how to do this. You know how to do this. The secret, as it turns out, is violence.
Violence properly applied will solve a lot of problems.
Well, for the short term, I find.
Yeah.
Those long-lasting problems require a bit more manpower.
It's hard to violence your depression away.
Isn't it just... I mean, it's one of those things where I find that, like, it's kind of weird we had this big talk with shitposting, and then we ended up having this really deep conversation, and then people are like, haha, shitposting, wow, that's actually fairly deep, and now here we are talking about mental health and tanks. Okay, he can't catch me because I'm too fast. Okay.
You're Sanic fast.
Yeah, well,
fuck that tree.
It helped me stop. So I think he's stuck in that shell hole. And I think this is...
I believe so.
And I
think you run up and muzzle stamp his rear deck and you're golden.
I think, yeah, I think what the issue is this is kind of like a Operation Cobra thing, you know, where you've got all these shell... I'm trying to stop. This is not working.
All go, no break.
All gas, no brakes. All right, there we go. That should
good thing that barrel, clips.
Yeah, so all I have to do, really, is sneak over this hill. He knows I'm here, but he can't move, or won't. Oh, dear. Yeah, he knows I'm here. He's trying to move.
Yeah, he is.
All right, and he fired. Now it's time for me to work. Hello, Mr. King Tiger. I think you're a neat tank, but now has come time to retire you. So I'm gonna shoot... Hold on, let me just adjust the old ticky tick box here 1 second, or I'll just back up and then I'll right there. Okay. That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
The Beeple boxcar. All right, so what is this one? Win the battle. Is this Kursk? Is this Kursk?
Could be.
All right, so if I need to win the battle, all I need to do is sit back and murder people. So let's see what the weight limit is. Oh, I can drive this. All right.
So it's not 82 tons.
It's probably
so
90.
we're already above Abrams' weight, just for reference.
Yeah, we are.
Abrams clocks in at 70.
70 and change.
I don't know. I was
you,
not in the Army.
Then you get that Chova Marmor stuff, and they're like, "It'll stop anything." Oh my God, I can go over 100 tons. This is magical. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We need an okay. I am going to fight the enemy, and I'm
with
going
the Beeple Brutus.
The Beeple Brutus. Okay, I got it. All right.
Or no, what was the big guy from
Bluto?
Yeah, Bluto from Popeye.
Okay, the Beeple.
It's the Beeple Blue. Yes.
The Beeple Bluto. All right, so hold on. Let me forward offset. There we go.
Yep.
Just
naturally.
to be weird enough. And then the idea is, I think, okay, let's not do that. That's a little, like, non-Euclidean. I have a problem with some of them shapes. They hurt my eyes.
They hurt my soul. No, our very serious conversation appeared to be very well received in the comments.
Well, people seem to like to know that, you know, we're going through the same shit they're going through, because I don't... The big mistake I had as a kid was assuming my parents knew what they were doing, and I realize as an adult, most people just don't know what they're doing. And that's okay. I mean, not knowing is all right. It's just when someone comes along and is like, I am the arbiter of all that's good, and here is the wise course. And I'm like, I don't think so. Call me a cynic.
Really wish you weren't forced to place those hatches on the vertical or the horizontal plane.
Oh, I would love to have, like, fucking submarine style, like, porthole in the back. I think that would be great. I think that would be the shit, as the lexicon approves. We're also going to put some big boxes on this, because you need... big...
and bustle racks up and down the side.
Oh,
for all of the loot.
Yeah, this is I mean, we're trying to sell... I mean, we're trying to do the Vickers thing here, right? So we want to make sure that we're selling something that is going to be used by the client.
That looks almost like an M10 turret.
Almost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some nice storage racks on the side. So when you go into an environment, you can just loot, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I want people to not worry. I don't want them to go like, oh, where's my loot and hammer? It's like, dude, you've got the toolboxes. You know, you should really just be happy with what you got. And then, of course, you know, some nice storage as well. I think that would be very pleasant to have this nice storage on the side of the tank that allows everyone to have hammocks and fun things, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of
100%.
hard. I think that's just kind of...
How big can you make the lights?
You know what? I think that is a good question. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. This is alarming.
All right, so that's like signal light size already.
Yeah, but now people will know where we are, and that's what's important. You can't say that, like, oh, I couldn't find my unit in the dark. That doesn't fly with us. I'm going to put oversized tools on this because we know what we're getting.
We need a really big fire extinguisher, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty substantial. Fire extinguisher, we're going to need the big shovel and the big axe.
Yes. The
big shovel.
I do appreciate that there's a pickaxe head but no pickaxe handle on that.
Well, believe it or not, yeah, that's dumb. What you need is actually a few spare handles, because you'd go through those putting tracks back on.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right. And our patented unditching stick.
Yeah, I think the unditching stick should come in like a set. Like,
oh yeah,
so you've got like metric wrenches, so you've got one that's slightly smaller and one that's even.
Yes.
Yeah, so and they all have like outlines on the tank, so you know which one's which. Like you know which one's missing. They're all regulation.
And
size.
there's a canvas carrying case as well.
Yeah.
That they all slot into.
Yeah, of course. And then in case people get behind it, it has these two. Let's just say they're like. Hold on, I can scale these up. Yeah.
20 millimeter Hispano.
Yeah, I'm saying Hispano HS204s or like. Or 202s, or even worse, you could put like the Pontiac 37 millimeter autocannon or whatever.
Yeah. Gunner or the commander definitely needs his 50 caliber of command as well.
Oh yeah, dude. How else do you know someone's in charge? They have a 50 cal. If you ask them, do you have a 50 cal, and they say yes, they're probably in charge.
Engine maintenance hatch?
No, that's...
Or is that the egress?
That is in and out. That is the Ausfahrt and the Ausgang and all the things. All right, so let's do...
Looks alarmingly competent.
It does. And I'm thinking that when they built this, it was just like somebody who had experience building sheds designed a tank, and they were just like, yeah.
Yeah, but we sized the 50 up a little bit.
Well, that's what a lot of people did with Maxim
It's
designs.
a Maxim pom-pom, yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, it just... I mean, yeah, that's great. All right, so we've got some basic things. I think this is potentially a tank. Like, this is the Beeple Bluto. The only thing that worries me is the suspension, which I won't know until
we try it.
Until we put armor on it.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do the armor of the turret, and let's just do 150 on each. Yeah.
I think roof could be 100, right?
Maybe.
How are things going to get above it?
Artillery.
Well, fair.
All right, so 200 on each seems to be working. For late war, I don't know. Let's do 250 on each. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Look at that. That's
2.5 centimeters of rolled Krupp steel armor.
It's also 71 tons now.
But we've got plenty of space. I'm pretty sure the entire crew can have standing desks.
It has to be under 120 tons for this mission. So shit.
Okay, so we got to stick with 150 or 200. Let's do 200 on the front face.
Yeah. I agree. Now let's do 250 on the front face, and then let's go into. Oh, right. We also have to adjust powered traverse. Yeah, motor torque.
Yeah.
High. I want the motor to be. Yes. All right, let's do 250 on the belly and the roof. No, let's do 150 on the belly and the roof. And then front upper 250, front strip 250, lower 250. And then everything else can be 100, 100.
Okay, yeah.
100, 100, 100. So we are right on it. This thing is potentially unkillable. It could also potentially just fall apart because the gun on it, well, let's go 69 because that served us and it's pretty nice.
It is pretty nice.
It is a nice cartridge.
So I reached 42,069 miles on my work truck, and I stopped on the side of the highway to get a photo of that mileage.
I posted it.
And I sent it to a bunch of people, and everybody was like, "Yeah, it's a cold morning. What do you got, Deb?" I was like, "No, look at my mileage."
420.69. Yeah,
it's nice.
That's really nice. And I put that on my Twitter, and people were like, "I don't get it. That's cold. It must be cold where you are." And I'm like, "What happened? What happened to that generation of the internet where people would just stop and go, nice, no matter what, just nice, you know?" I'm wondering what happened, and I'm scared. I want that internet back.
Because that little bit of joy, I mean, there was something there.
It was on a stupid joy too. All right, the Beeple Bluto. Oh no.
Oh yes.
All right, so this is late war. Ow. What do we got? Oh, that's tiger shaped.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm gonna shoot back with my 69mm gun.
Nice.
I'm hoping I could knock that track off him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the Hermann Goering division.
This has to be Kursk.
This has to be. Okay, that bounced. That's a lighter tank too. I hit the turret and went boing. All right, fuck it. Let's get closer. Uh-oh.
Oh, it needs a little bit of help getting off. Well, I think it's just the slope here. I bet if we got a running start, we'd be okay.
They're coming closer.
Oh, that was a straight bounce. Okay. How long did we make the shell? It's full length, isn't it?
It's a long boy. I mean, the velocity's through the roof. It's just also, that's all the armor known to man. I want to see if I can...
Yeah, but not even getting a D-track on it is...
All right, he's coming over. All right. Nope. He's coming to daddy. All right. It's just one of those reach out clock. Nope.
Yeah.
All right.
That King Tiger says, "Here comes Daddy's belt."
Yeah, this is bad. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna... Nope. All right, I was gonna try to put one through the cupola and decapitate the commander. All right, we're gonna have to do this like a galleon. Here we go. Nope. All right. Oh, he got me. Oh wow, look at the fire shooting out the back. That's great. I love it.
That is wonderful.
All right, so the gun won't cut the mustard. And the engine's trash.
Yep.
We've learned a bit. Severely underpowered. It's a 6-liter V6. Okay, that's not good. It doesn't...
What if we cut the height just a tiny bit?
Just a tiny bit? The height? You want it to just...
the height
like,
of the hole.
The height of
to get us just a little bit more tonnage to play with without sacrificing any armor.
All right.
So you got the... see, even that's, I think, too much. Yeah, just get us down to like 160. Yeah.
All right.
Didn't have to take anything off the sides.
And then we need more firepower, and badly.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do 100mm and see what happens. 100mm puts us almost on it. Oh shit, what did I do? Did I grab something? Yes, I did.
You grabbed a box.
No. All right, there we go.
It's my box.
It's, yeah, so we got, I mean, it's a 100mm gun with a 1.2, oh yeah. Oh, and shit, when I do, okay, let's do 88. Let's introduce the Germans to their own medicine, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, and let's just make this a little bit right about...
Oh yeah, 170, 180.
Yeah, right there.
This should have no problems.
Yeah, this should go right through him. So, yeah, let's go ahead and try this. The Beeple Bluto.
Mark II.
Mark II.
Das bin das Update.
I love...
Bluto 1.1.
I love the fact that the engine just sounds like a washing machine that's really struggling.
Yeah, it sounds like an off-balance washing machine.
I've been immobilized.
Yeah, he detracked you.
That's not good. Well, it looks like
if you're detracked, you're no longer a tank, you're now a bunker.
And if the gun fails, I can be a hero.
Yep.
All right, so let's see.
I'm glad you got that reference. Oh man, look at your road wheels. What the fuck did he do?
I think he decided he'd had enough. Now they're over on the hill just deciding to murder me. That was a little short. And I am sliding. Yeah, I'm sliding at a few degrees, and every shell's bouncing me around a bit, but I think... Got him!
Oh yeah!
Take that, Centurion! Ow!
Yeah, the Centurion.
Good tank.
Wonderful tank. There's a reason it's still in service in some places.
Got him. Super Cromwell. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now they're closing in. This is bad.
Load it, load it, load it, load it, load it, load it.
Uh-oh, this guy wants a piece. All right. No. Be gone. Oh, he's coming right up. He's ramming me. Oh, God.
Oh.
And he killed himself.
Man, they're in the same camouflage.
Oh, he actually killed himself ramming me. So, needless to say, I think we know what we're doing when it comes to tanks.
Yeah, we're supremely competent. We just need to work on suspension and engine.
I have an idea that will save us a lot of weight.
That will indeed save us weight. Make sure it's mirrored. I think that's the problem.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'll make it work, and we'll make this a very happy tank with very happy people on board who do very happy tank things. And yeah, it's not terrible. I just need to adjust the gun mount and take more people out of it, because I think that they're just having parties in there, and I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, they're clearly not doing what you ask of them.
Yeah, I need them to produce more dead tanks, and the secret to that is going to be 120 millimeter, and I think the secret to that is going to be 120 millimeter delivered quite swiftly.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go. That is going to assist us in this horrible thing. Now, I have enough people, maybe, I'm not sure. I think I could probably put more armor in. I know I can put more armor in. All right, let's do 200 and then 200. There we go. And let's do 120. 120. Okay, that's still 100. All right, let's drive it. Oh yeah, commanders keep
We
going
did
up.
not address the engine either.
One problem at a time. I say that.
Yeah, commander sits on the gun in the mount. Put
Yeah.
it as far forward as you can.
Pretty much. I mean, that's the idea. Is he's sitting on the breach, and he's got to make that commitment of we're attacking or we're not. But I think the turret is going to prove to be fairly unnecessary.
I believe so as well.
Now, I do like being able to turn and facing my troubles here. It seems to not want to stop.
The face on the back of the tank is wonderful.
All right, so where... there they are.
Yeah.
All right. Almost. Shit. All right. It's a lot of Kentucky windage.
It is. It's the way I've been doing my cannon fire in Shogun.
Yeah. 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 Shogun's great. All right, let's see. Almost.
Just gotta wait 18 more seconds.
Oh yeah, they have to like pull the chain hoist, So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're using naval style chain hoists in this. There's no way they're doing this by hand.
Ow! I just took a hit from the side. Ah, damn it! Oh no, the engine's been compromised. It's so slow. This worries me. Oh god. It's not handling well. Also, I think I've been loading HE, which we'll see if that matters. No, it doesn't.
No.
Not at this range. Alright, so this tank is not great. The Beetle Bluto has some problems. Yeah, it has some problems. It's not...
We just had a mobility kill from the engine dying.
Yeah, it died mainly because the smunk has nowhere to go, probably. I'm just gonna say this. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but
Instead of a snorkel for the engine, every member of the crew has a tube that vents outside.
yeah, the engine just does what it does. I mean, it's just one of
And
those
everybody's
things.
got breathing tubes, yeah.
Yeah, you need... Well, look, ships have yelling tubes. Tanks need breathing tubes. It's all about that, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. All right, there we go. Yes, yes. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, now we're gonna play some
The people brick.
Hold on. I have some ideas. I have some great ideas. I will show them the power of Trongle. Yes. Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. Front, let's say 50.
Do we want to slope the side armor as well and make it a pyramid?
Let's see if we can. Let's see if it'll take. No, it doesn't like that. All right, so 25 maybe? Yeah, all right. Reasonable-ish. I mean, it's getting there. So here's what I'm thinking is I'll put the cupola way up on top.
Yep.
And let's do 75, 75, and then the front upper, let's do like 250, and then like the mid 250, and then the front strip 250, and then the lower 250, and then let's say 250, and then 250, and then the rear 75. Yeah, 75's fine. So I'm just gonna turn the front toward people only. God, I got hiccups.
Well, now with our gazillion tanks on this one, it may be beneficial to armor the rear same as the front because they've been getting around behind us.
I don't believe in that. I believe I don't want people to say I'm a coward. I need to leave them an off button. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Leave an out. You always leave an out when you're backing somebody into a.
Yeah, you just leave an out. So max RPM.
Even though I've been told nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nobody does. Nobody puts baby in the corner. All right, so this thing is actually pretty quick. It's very fast. And that is the idea I'm going behind. And then I'm going to put these giant motherfuckers on the back of it. So you know that we've got some serious horsepower. I want the enemy to look over and be terrified. I want them to be like, how fast is it?
When the Trongle rolls coal, you know they're serious.
This is the Trongle Mark II, because the Trongle Mark I was a World War I tank, but this is maybe like the guy's granddad. You know, he was like, well...
Yeah, this is the interwar conversion for the Trongle Mark I chassis to make it an interwar tank. That needs to be a tiny cupola.
I agree. I think
the tiniest you can.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he pokes his head up out of it and nothing else.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's good. Commander and Radio Man, yeah, well, you got to be in the hull. He's apparently not liking the fact that he has such a tiny place, but I think that he needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem for somebody who's not stuck in the Trongle.
Yeah, like you can hate the Trongle all you want, but I'm gonna say this: like when the shells start flying, you're probably gonna want to be in the Trongle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is going to change the world, and I don't mean like in a great way. I just mean like people are going to go, yeah, and it happened. All right.
There's going to be a book written about the design of the Trongle.
Probably. I mean, you know, it's going to have some nice things on the side, you know, tools and whatnot, so everyone has plenty.
And for no reason, it's got chain rings on the side, so that you can pull it sideways.
That sounds like a good idea. Oh, there we go. Because this is assuming it's just going to fall over, right?
Yeah, naturally.
All right. So,
also, the tank phone needs to be on top by the commander's cupola.
I think so as well. I think the tank phone,
or under the muzzle.
All right. I love this. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to put a gun mount on the tank, and I think I'm going to use this one. Oh, God, yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, yeah. That's some cringe right there. All right. So let's go ahead and make this 100 millimeter. No. All right. So let's do 2 meters by 2 meters by 75 by 75 by 75 by 75. I want the big boy gun. I want my muzzle brake to look nice, and then let's say like 90 mil, and the longest shell length in the world, and then bump the caliber up until right there. No, right about. All right, let's do.
No, yeah, 90 was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, now I just need to put a counterweight on it so it can be moved. And then let's do 50, 50, 50, 50. All right, there. And then I lessen the counterweight, and boom, right there. Right there is that maximum happy place there.
Yep.
It should work. I like saying that out loud. I know it's probably the dumbest thing anyone can say. It should work, but I'm hoping it's true in this case. Now, the hatch to get in is going to be right above the gun. You know?
Yeah. So you've got to get around it.
Yeah, you've got to...
Like that is both the entry and egress hatch and the maintenance for the breach block.
Yeah, it's a big bit of a thing. It's not for everybody, but here's one thing I will do is I'm just going to put that tank phone right there. You know, he's on the he's on the other side. You just open that little hatch and yell at him.
Yeah.
There's your tank phone. And look, everyone gets full standing room now. So, yeah, this is a good tank. The Trongle Mark II. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
That Africa Corps camo.
Yeah, you got to get that. Oh, gunner's sight is in the gunner's compartment. Driver's viewport in the hull, missing. Commander's cupola in the commander's compartment. But it's all connected to the same tank.
Yeah, it's all...
Did we break this game? It's just like, no. Yeah, because everyone's in the hull where they should be. Everyone's in the hull where they should be. There is...
Do you have sights?
That's a good question. I probably don't. All right, there. So you've got that.
And then don't we need a gunner sight?
Gunner's sight? All right. So it says that the commander doesn't have a cupola, and I also don't have a gunner's sight. But I was just trying to figure out what's going on with that. All right. So then I put you right there, and then we go.
Yep.
Commander cupola is not in the commander's compartment. Well, I don't care.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what...
You are outrunning the shells.
This is great. Why didn't we start triangles at the beginning?
You know, I don't know. It is the logical conclusion of everything we learned about sloped armor.
Triangles. Okay, it's going to take forever to load this gun, but I'm also just blazing right at them. Yeah, it's not working. They're having some difficulties. Ah, good day, sir. Have you heard the great word? Ah, yes, your armor. Well. Nice. All right. Oh, man, I got immobilized. Ah. All right, so you know what? I think we got something here. I think this thing is a beast, and I think that we can do a lot more with it. One, more gears, forward and aft. And then I need to change the suspension just a little bit. Not a lot, but I'm probably gonna raise it.
Yeah.
All right, where's my tougher suspensions? There we go. And I'm gonna raise it a little bit. Give it some of that Sherman business, maybe.
Sherman or like M48 Patton.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some business. I'm gonna make this work. All right, there we go. And we got this, and we got that, and then I'm just gonna shorten it a bit. Yeah. All right,
beautiful.
Yeah. So this is now a little bit more modernized. Trongle, forward.
Trongle away.
Trongle. What a great tank.
Could you imagine? The Brits have absolutely no knowledge, you know, of experimental German tank design. They get into the first battle of El Alamein, and this comes just trundling through the desert at a gazillion miles an hour at them.
Impervious to everything. Oh, yeah. God. Look.
Oh, wow.
Good shot.